I'm George Blank with Survivair, a division of USD Corp. And the objective of this presentation is to train you in the use of Survivair's XL-30, a lightweight 30-minute self-contained breathing apparatus. The XL-30 is designed to allow entry or escape from a contaminated or oxygen-deficient atmospheres, such as those in a fire situation. Survivair units are certified by the Mine Safety and Health Administration and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. The apparatus can be broken down into four major components: the facepiece, the regulator, the audio alarm, and the cylinder and backpack assembly. After a brief description, inspection and field maintenance procedures will be outlined for each of the major components. The facepiece must be capable of forming an absolute leak-tight seal against the user's face. Any detectable leakage, no matter how slight, is potentially dangerous. The mask should not be worn by people with beards, glasses, excessive long sideburns, or mustache that come between the face and the mask sealing lips. If glasses are worn, a special spectacle kit can be mounted inside the mask. The regulator is mounted on the waist belt of the backpack near the user's hip. The audio alarm is connected directly to the outlet of the cylinder valve and utilizes a flexible, high-pressure hose to convey air to the regulator. The regulator reduces high pressure from the air cylinder to a pressure compatible with the human respiratory system and delivers air to the facepiece as required by the user. The regulator diaphragm senses the pressure in the facepiece through the convoluted hose. During inhalation, when the pressure within the facepiece drops slightly, the demand valve opens to supply the required airflow. When inhalation ceases, the demand valve closes and the airflow stops. The external controls on the regulator include a mainline shutoff valve, an emergency bypass valve, and a selector lever. The selector lever has two positions, DON and USE. The DON position is similar to a demand mode of operation. The unit should not be used in this mode. It is only used to put the equipment on. The USE position is used while the breathing apparatus is worn. This is the pressure demand mode. This mode of operation gives the user a positive pressure in the facepiece, and even with a small leak around the facepiece, contaminated air can't enter the mask, because fresh air from the bottle will keep forcing the contaminants out. The audio alarm bell begins ringing when the cylinder pressure has dropped to between 550 and 450 psi. This gives warning that only 6 minutes or less of air remains and exit must be made immediately. The air cylinder is made of aluminum and is hoop spun with fiberglass to provide super high strength. It contains 45 cubic feet of purified breathing air, not oxygen, when pressurized to 2216 psi. This gives the user up to 30 minutes of breathing time. Under stress or heavy work conditions, the air may be used in 20 minutes or less. So try to conserve your air, and when your alarm rings, leave the contaminated area immediately. The air cylinder is secured to a lightweight aluminum backpack. 2 shoulder straps and a waist belt, all individually adjustable, comfortably fit the backpack to the user. It is very important that the self-contained breathing apparatus is always ready for use, that the bottle is fully charged, approximately 2216 psi. Also check that the bottle is properly secured in the backpack frame and the high-pressure hose is completely attached. The straps on the facepiece and backpack should be fully extended, hooked up, and in good condition. The main valve is open. The bypass valve is closed. The selector lever is in the DON position. The following procedure will show you how to use the self-contained breathing apparatus. Remove the unit from its case. Check to see the cylinder gauge reads about 2216 psi. Open the cylinder valve fully. Untangle any cross straps and grasp the backpack and cylinder in the middle. Put the unit up and over your head. Be sure the straps clear your elbows. Bend forward and pull down on the shoulder straps while standing up so that the unit rests high and comfortably on your back. Connect the snap hook and D-ring and pull the waist belt tight. Remove the face mask from its storage place. Grasp the harness with one hand, the nozzle with the other. Place your chin against the chin stop, then pull the harness up and over your head, pulling down in the back. Tighten the lower chin straps, then the temple straps, and finally the top strap if necessary. Be careful not to over-tighten the straps. Check your face seal by placing the end of the low-pressure hose in the palm of your hand and inhale. The face piece should collapse against your face and remain there as long as you hold your breath. If leakage occurs, readjust the face piece and retighten the straps and repeat the test. Attach the low-pressure hose to the regulator. Place the selector lever in the use position. You are now ready to enter a hazardous area. To remove the face piece, place the selector lever in the down position. Remove the low-pressure hose from the regulator. Remove the mask by grasping the nozzle in the raking motion. Pull the mask over your head. Loosen the straps all the way. Extend the straps over the face piece. To remove the unit, unhook the waist belt and extend the D-ring fully. Loosen the shoulder straps all the way and carefully swing the unit off your back. Disengage the valve locking ring. Close the bottle valve and reset the locking ring. Bleed the pressure off the regulator by opening the bypass. Be sure to close the bypass finger tight when the pressure has been bled off. To remove the cylinder from the backpack, remove the CGA hand wheel from the bottle. Unlatch the latching mechanism and remove the cylinder from the backpack. Replace the empty cylinder with one that is fully charged to a pressure of 2216 psi. With an adapter, any dive shop will be able to fill the cylinder. Replace the CGA hand wheel finger tight. Do not over tighten this because an O-ring will give proper seal being only finger tight. The fire and industrial self-contained breathing apparatus and underwater scuba equipment look similar, but this is where the similarity ends. The XL-30 cannot be used underwater, nor can it be modified to use underwater, so play it safe and don't interchange the two types of equipment. Also, don't interchange parts of other brands of breathing apparatus. This is not allowed, and that they are intentionally made so parts cannot be interchanged. Now we will look at the emergency operation of the apparatus. During normal operation, the main valve should be open and the bypass closed. If the regulator fails so that no air comes through, open the bypass valve. That's the red one. Adjust the flow to suit your needs and return promptly to fresh air because you are using air now at a faster rate and there is a malfunction somewhere in your regulator. If the regulator fails so that a continuous flow of air comes through the regulator, open the bypass valve and close the mainline valve. Adjust the bypass valve to suit your needs and again return promptly to fresh air. If the unit fails to operate properly, notify your supervisor immediately. He will return it to a Survivair authorized repairman for repair. Do not attempt to repair or adjust this equipment unless you are factory trained. Safety equipment is only as good as its user. To perform its function, it must be in good working condition, and the user must be familiar with its use. Thank you.